Greetings everyone, it's Michael Anastasiadis here, mortgage advisor from Bosanoff Mortgages. Mortgages made easy. Coming to you live with your mortgage and interest rate update. And here are the interest rates. So I'm going to talk to these. So it's been a few changes here and they sort of just slowly keep going up. So the fixed rates, these are the best rates or the ranges that you can get from the main banks, and slowly going up. So here you are, the 6-month rate. There's a bit of a range, no change from last week, 4.45 to 4.49. The 1 year rate, look at that, 4.45 to 4.55. 18 months, we're getting up there now, 4.69 to 4.85. 2 years, 4.85 to 4.99, and 3 years, everywhere now from the main banks over 5%, 5.19 to 5.29. So that's the fixed rates, guys, from the banks, and we're expecting them to slowly keep going up. You might recall from me last week saying the swap rates have gone up. Interest rates around the world have slowly gone up as well. So it's becoming more expensive for our New Zealand banks to borrow money. So they're slowly feeding these prices through. The OCR announcements next week, we're not expecting any change there yet. That'll probably come towards the middle of the year or the end of the year, depending on what's going on in the Middle East. But we are expecting that to go up at some stage this year, to get to that neutral 3%. So factor in, rates are going up, not down. We've passed that. I think the bottom with the rate cycle, when I look back at my data, was end of last year, that November sort of period there. So we've passed that bottom now. They're only going to go up here incrementally. So if you've got a loan that's coming up for refixing, now is the time to chat, to get that advice so you can fix in what's best for you and your strategy, depending on your personal and financial circumstances. The other thing is I've got to announce that one of the banks has increased their servicing test rate. And if you're wondering what does that mean, the bank stress test the lending application that I send. Let's say I'm sending an application to a bank asking for $500,000. The banks actually don't stress test your application on these rates. They actually do a much, much higher rate. And that rate usually is it's been around 6.5. Now it's gone up with one bank to 7%. So it's usually 1% higher plus what the floating rate is. So, one of the banks is 7%. So what does that mean? It means that people will be able to borrow less, not more. And as the OCR goes up, I'm expecting that the stress test rate will also go up. It's unusual, though, that it's gone up already without a OCR going up, but it's just to keep up the pace with the fixed rates that have been going up. So no surprise there, but it is a little bit unusual. In terms of my clients that are out there looking for houses, had quite a few of them get their offers accepted this week, so that's great news. It's still a buyer's market here in Wellington. I've got to say that. Despite all the uncertainty, people still need to buy and sell for a number of reasons. So the market's transactioning as it should. So we've just sent out today a few pre-approvals to some first home buyers. So that's good news. We're putting more and more out there. So, it might be if you've been thinking of buying your first home, have a chat, run the numbers, see if you can afford the repayments, plus the rates, plus insurance, because you might be closer to home ownership than you think. And I'm always happy to help run the numbers so we can see what we can do for you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Long weekend, try and finish early today. And who knows, we might have a fun video for you tomorrow. In the meantime, God bless, ka kite, and we'll see you next week with another live video.